Okay, every one of us has at least a heating system, and some of us have air conditioning and heating. And this time of year, we like to have the air conditioning system working well for us. And of course, in the winter, we want the heating system to work well. But we can't just assume when that first cold day in the fall or the first hot day in the spring or summer comes up that we turn the thermostat on and everything's going to work right. So we need to maintain this over time. I've asked Gareth Kelly from Dream Team to join me today here on the program to talk about the importance of a biannual maintenance inspection. Gareth, how are you?
I'm doing good, Joe. Thanks for having me on today.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. You're our expert today on the program. And so, really, the question is it really important to have our systems inspected twice a year?
Yes, it's definitely important, to conduct your, semi-annual maintenance on your air conditioning and heating system. Some of the, there's a lot of benefits to it for the homeowner. If you're a homeowner, it's definitely in your best interest to have someone come out biannually and check your heating system and your cooling system. Um, a lot, units may not be that old, but if you want to keep up with the warranty that's on your existing system, you have to do the maintenance on it. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to do the maintenance.
It just makes sense. We do it with our cars. We do it with going to the dentist. Some people go into their doctor for an annual checkup. It's just a smart thing to do because then there are less surprises, right? Because if something is going wrong, your team will pick it up when you guys go in to look at it at that time. But even if not, when your team leaves the home after that biannual, everything will be done to specification. So it should run just fine.
Yeah, that's 100% right, Joe. We're going to make sure everything is in perfect working order. Sometimes we find parts that are not performed to factory specs, and at that point we can replace them before they break down and cause you a breakdown at the worst possible time. So we also check for any installation faults and just making sure everything is running the way it should. You know what I mean? And when we go in there, we notice some stuff, and we'll check out the entire system, and we'll always bring up to the homeowner if there's a way to improve the efficiency of the system or extend the life of the system and even improve the air quality of their home. Do you know what I mean? So like there's a lot goes into just doing a proper biannual maintenance, you know what I mean? And we can definitely do a proper biannual maintenance and then make any recommendations so that unit is running 100% and you won't have any worries come the hottest months of the summer, the coldest months of the winter.
I want people to understand who are tuning into this that what Gareth and his team do at Dream Team isn't just rush out to repair something. What they want to do is they want to be part of your lives on a regular basis to make sure that they don't have to rush out. It's really not in anyone's best interest for an emergency call. Gareth much rather put you on a schedule and keep you maintained than have you call Sunday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on August 1st when it's really hot outside saying, hey, can you guys come out? Gareth's not going to answer the phone. Someone in his organization will, and they'll say, well, you're not the only one calling today. And it is the hottest day of the year, and it's a weekend, which is always trouble, right?
Yeah, it's definitely trouble. Like those are the times when we think, things that haven't been tamed break down the most, you know what I mean? So you always want to be prepared for those and, preparations, everything, then and doing the maintenance, you know what I mean? So like the same reason we change the oil in our car, we know what can happen if we don't change the oil in the car, like might need a new engine. You know what I mean? So it's same situation where if you don't do the maintenance, something bad could happen, So we definitely want to take care of that and get you on a maintenance contract.
And an extreme example is aircraft. The FAA requires so much maintenance. And every time we get on a commercial aircraft, you have no idea how many checks they've done because obviously there's a lot at risk, right? If those engines stop working or anything stops working, like the hydraulics at 30,000 feet, it could be disastrous. Not quite the same thing for your air conditioning system, but it's really important that we do this ahead of time so we don't have a problem during an event the weekend, whenever. It's just nice to be able to schedule it. It's like scheduling the problem ahead of time so there are no problems.
Absolutely. Definitely take care of a small problem before it becomes a big problem.
Yep. And that's the way it should be. Gareth, thank you so much for joining me today on the program. I really appreciate it.
All right, Joe, no problem. Thanks for having me.